in this video, I'm going to guide you on how you can fill your Schengen Visa application form, right? So you can see it, as you can see here, this is in black and white. So don't go for the black and white. Make sure that you download it in the colored form, right? Now, Spanish embassy in Ghana mostly accepts the Spanish versions of the application. Is that okay? Spanish version, but there's an English version there that can also help you to fill the form, right? Until of course, we are Ghanaians and then we are Anglophone countries, and I said you can English and yes Spanish now you can. So they provided the English version for you to look at it, go by it step by step on how to fill the form and submit it to the embassy in Spanish. Right, so in Spanish here, I'm going to walk you through how best we can fill this form to avoid any mistake. Forms in India, you feel be so let's see. I have some too fast here. I don't know if you can see. You see the passport is inside, so for security reason. And then there's another one also here with the passport and the passport picture also inside. Can you see that? Yeah, okay, of course, for security reasons, yeah, protected. So if you have any question concerning your applications, let me know in the comment section below. So number one on your form, right? So the number one is in the same thing. It is the same arrangement as in the Spanish version, right? So you just need to follow this video step by step and see how best you can fill that, right? Okay, number one is surname, right? So the surname is what your family name. So when you say your family name, and you can't watch my regarding a dear Dabusian, so maybe I'm one dear Jardin inside and I didn't know. We are not interested in that. So the best to avoid any mistake is to take your Ghanaian passport, right? And to file passport now also. So the first one is what I'm having here is going to be your surname, right? Is there is the number one thing on your passport. So you put that as the number one on the form. So the best that's the number one. And I did toss me surname at birth. Surname at birth, former family name. Me how who cry or the Jayonomono. It's okay. Jayonom. I don't know which people have two different surname. Ebiana war, Dimina was a sign gazette now that they focus on your passport. What is inside your passport? It's okay. Until they ignore number two. No? And then number three. First name, that is the given names. And I say a doors right now two. Maybe say nothing say make it at two, right? So two. My first name and the middle name. Need now call number three. Is that okay? That's why I say just pick your passport. In your passport and information you know. So number one, your surname. Number three, no do number three. Then you put the second portion, giving names our passport. You know? So now I show. Show. Number four, date of birth. Right? So date of birth maybe 16th January 1960, 1972, 1989, in the year 2000. Now actually now they are share number 4. No. Number 5, place of birth. We show passport. Don't make mistake. Just use the passport, right? So to avoid any mistake, use the passport. Place of birth. Say Accra. Now actually Accra they are share. Ekumfi. Now actually they are share. Accra de na watcho Kumasi na watcho Krokoshe ni na watcho but they were passport no so no and also here which edi share number. So country of birth number 6. Country of birth no there will this is not something you need to ask, right? So if you are Ghanaian, maybe let assume this video is for Ghanaians, so maybe I one for Ghanaians you write Ghana, right? Country of birth number 6 no Ghana. Now I show no. Number 7 current nationality. Free fan. Can be our free and is not Bruno or free or Ghana, but here almost specify current nationality. Nationality benefit of course also show Ghanaian edition. But I won't misspelling them. Just mention the number in the comment section below. I'll write it for you. Very, very nicely, right? Number 7, current nationality. Ghanaian because we are Ghana. Okay, number 7, I say number yes, nationality at birth is different. Right? So maybe an aya if Egypt and sana obey Ghana ni through adoption also tradition, right? We tradition say first be a nationality at birth baby a yewo Egypt. And sana obey Ghana ni I just say no trust a country in that show. But who are you Ghana straightforward there? You know our part no mentor share them. And share honum. Is that okay? Mentor baby and share honum. Okay, number 8, sex. Sex no yenga se obi no be nkonkoda o. Sex should I say identity. We bema na we oba. Wa we kojubesi and we dey nkan. We kojubesi you don't have a portion on this form. You know transgender for no so no. I don't know which one they are going for. But here is basically on male and female. Bema ni oba. And you know, first one, option number 8 now, boss is near 2. The other kind of Bema. So better kill no Bema, now I take no, they toss me no, your bar, now I take no. Don't go and take the 2. I don't want to mean Bema now and sign your Bema. Because the time I want in collaboration, they say issue like that. You also have two identity, no. Hey. But I don't think some exists for now because of what they went in. So there's a way out to solve that. So Bema or bar number 8. The other kind of Bema they toss me no. Bar now I take it. We Bema take the first one. We bar now I take it. Second one. Number 9. Number 9. Marital status. Marital status no. I just say okay. So me so me there number 1. First boss no. First boss no single, right? And I did toss me married. Wow, no. Now I take it, they toss me, I think that is in Spanish, casando, right? So casando. Now I take it, they toss me, married, you see, a banner going to one. Nobody recognize if you are worried. Also, I worry, then it's worry. Okay, for a certificate, bro, now I got some more worry fee. They are not going to mind you because you don't have anything to prove, sir. Okay, our for what I say. For Islamics, no, I think you have your Islamic certificate. But they are attached to it. Provided you have something to show, so our from Kwandia, bet me I take care of. What will be 10 crown as a one your banner hand and I say, me no money certificate be a they apply. Don't take the married, take a single. No. Is that okay? That also means a registered partnership. Registered partnership. No, we don't mostly value that in Ghana here, right? But if that is you can take that. And 9 bosses that also on the 4th one. On say 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th boss separated. Every hour, baby. As I say. And that also be divorce. Why a divorce? Take a boss and so why a divorce. Provided that you have a certificate to show that or divorce certificate, I'll bet me the HS ampa when Obana and I said Bema no money money hobby. I did also. So just stay here, right? I will do everything step by step to the end. And another boss near widow, and I say widow, right? So widow here or be you can say Ukrainian. And I craft for how more can I carry and some area carry now I take it around. And the last one others. Many others crowd who bet me I take you on man. Wow, won't worry. Why when you're Sujani, why won't you worry? Why when you're register partner? Why Okuno Jow, your ring Jow, another others. We are then. So my people forget about that. It's okay. But who say you have something in that portion which is not listed there. Now what's made what's taken our case, now I cover them. Now number 10 in case of minors, right? So in case of Nkola, a common is these are people below 18 years, right? So people below 18 years and once I'm not so parental authority and as a legal guardians now I show within they show any address baby and number 10. Is that okay? Number 10 finds a filiama Oba our below age, I was all show dinner baby. I share honor anywhere address. I share number 10 honor including the telephone numbers, right? Because I call there he cannot stand on his or her right as a legal issue. Yes, and I will also fill him man, right? It also provided information within no baby I share number 10 on. I say one person when you send me there, you can number 10 and mention baby I share. National identity number. Mostly no, you know, right? But the best way to do is also file Ghana card no, because of mistakes in American side. File Ghana card no, now I file passport no, now I your birth certificate. Now I say the BLS was to be an Italian. I didn't say Italian. Say this should be your age, your name, and place of birth. Our Ghana card, any BBS no, any passport and any birth certificate, any na paper and mistake be anyhow. Only should be there. So Ghana card number na share number 11 no. But I share na say a mistake be also e be a no man showing ye our Ghana card no so and I say any national ID be no driver's license and I say sanya man mistake be also you can ignore that number 11, right? The passport alone is enough. Is that okay? Unless otherwise. Okay, number 12. Number 12 is going to be your travel document. So travel document, you know, there's no any other travel documents apart from your passport, right? There's no any other travel documents apart from your passport. So here, what you are going to do here is under the number 12, the boxes are many. So the first box is the which passport are you using? So that is the ordinary passport. If you see this one, this is an ordinary passport. So I'll go for the first box. You just take that box. Now I take the first one. Well, get a diplomatic passport, you know. Now I take it there, toss me. You know. Service passport first, you know. You go for the third one. Official passport. The internet is a special passport. Now they are so other travel documents now I specify now they are coming, right? I believe that most of us are into the ordinary passport, so first boss and now I take it. Okay, all right. So after taking the number 13, she tell you that you need your every passport has a number, right? So here is the G something 5. Blah, 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 blah. It was through pan right hand corner no. But the new passport now and a cheap embedded one, I think say I was here, right? I was here. So just look for that number. Start with N something. So the cheap embedded passport. And just look for your passport number. Now actually I share number 13 number. Number 14 a date of issue. And also was so for instance this one was issued in 2nd July 2024, right? So that is the date of issue. Number 15, valid until expiring date, you know, now sure issued by our passport and one of the passport anymore. So you provide a person who gives you the passport. It cannot be your mom, neither it can be your dad. It is the Ghana government that gives the passport. It's okay to now sure Ghana government right? Number 16. So 17, personal data of the family member who is an EU, right? So, and I say EEA or a citizen of the European countries, you know. Only details never from number 17th. So under the 17th, no say which one the pan and say name the show number. Now I show the first name, second boss na it was so now I show you the show uba I say my boss now that is the person's date of birth, and then following by the nationality. Nationality you usually ask the person so anymore. If you are always Ghana and me can be an naturalized that anyani in Spanish book. So Spanish now what your Spanish they are show. So a Ghana you write a Ghanaian under that. Then now I provide a number of travel documents and I say an ID card number. For those of you applying for the Spain, we share on my resident permit and so I shall see. I can change the okay, because of the application purpose, we know I call notary public, right? So I deal with information. I call notary public. I was paying on. We share ID cards. I was here. Baby, I'm sure NIE, no. So we know to us who are now I show. They are show, right? I'll show the shower number. Okay, yeah, to ask number 18. If you have any question, just make sure that you drop the question in the comment section below, right? I'll be glad to assist you fill the form perfect. Now, number 18 is a family relationship with the word and EU. Now, only me and no to say one air spouse, not to say who can answer you. They toss me no air child, uba, right? And they toss me a grandchild. Yeah, or nana be no or invite to dependent what ascendant. Oh, say dependent ascendant. Oh yeah, we will depend on also to survive and other things. And now taking a registered partnership. Who you confused? Ignore that. It's not because of that your visa is going to be denied. Most important is always to show a document in here. You take your time and arrange your document. It's okay. Things like this, same mistake or no, they will call you to come and fill it again. Even at the BLS International, that's the Spain Visa Application Center in Ghana here. Right? Okay. Call. Are you following? Okay, call. Now, let's take here. So the applicant's home address, that is the number 19, the next page, That is what the number 19. So the applicant's home address. Home address necessarily Ghana government is a digital right? So you apply, you put the digital number there, GA dash so GW B when now I try brown there was no now I try brown no there at the account. Is that okay? If you don't have the digital address, say post office number now or the treasure. If you use plot number when training na share. Then we share the next box net to us, under the 99, there's a box on the right hand side, telephone number. Now I throw telephone number there. Telephone number there. Is that okay? We throw telephone number this now you call. So number 20. This is very simple. Yeah, kata any crana na fill it from because this is something you have done over and over again. For you being the first applicant in there, you need to take your time and follow it step by step. Is that okay? Maybe your life depends on that. Who knows? Do the tobas and do the right thing. Right? Just take your time and do the right thing. Okay, number 20. Residence in a country other than a country of a current nationality. What show Spanish one say? So I have the Spanish here. Oh, say we will be there. I feel we share handwriting also. I don't know. So have the Spanish. It's almost the same thing, right? So the process still remain the same. So residence in a country other than a country of a current nationality. What's in which country do you live in? So if it's different from Ghana, because from the formula you say you are Ghanaian, and to be able to see and say different from Ghana, maybe our Ghana and our way apply for winner, you need to stay that. Is that okay? You need to stay that. Say yes, I will take a second boss. Yes, resident permit equivalent, right? Now I show resident card number, no? And then valid until the year and show. But to me, I will say Ghana Ayana home. Mean Tina baby, I mean got now a different country be as until me, I will just take no, the other kind of no. Now I Janice and I will call it. 21 current occupation. So me a trader show. I'm a businessman show. I'm a teacher show. I'm a pastor, no actual pastor. I'm a student, no actual student. At their show. Is that okay? Now training at their show. So okay, 22. Did I say 2022? Sure. 22. Number 22. Employer or employer's address and telephone number. You see, if it's someone that is inviting you for one or two reasons via Ejuma, and I say we call for those short work ni sa nyama nkesingeti Okay, let me complete this. Okay. For those of you who say short works ni 6 months, ni 3 months, ni sa nyama, you need to provide the employer's details over there, right? So that's the telephone number, the address for the employer. For students, you can add the address and then the name of the institution. That is the number 22. Is that okay? For those of you who are going on tourists, and as a visit, you don't need to provide anything there. Who here who is the employer? They say the employer and the employer's address and telephone number. Well, nobody is an employer. You are going on visit, so you need to ignore that. It's not everything on this form that you have to fill. Is that okay? Based on what you are doing or what you are going to do in Spain. Right? Okay, 23. So the main purpose of the journey, and then so you should have a purpose. This is very, very important. You should have a purpose of your travel. You don't think I say, oh, sorry, I know the sound I said me to go. Oh, great. Right? You should have the purpose. So what is the purpose of the traveling? So the purpose, that's the 23. So 23 days. The number one is the tourism. So you are going for tourism, you take the first bus. And then those of you are going on business, you take the second one. They toss me visiting a family or a friend. Now I take they toss me a son. For cultural purpose, now I take their toss to be and sports. And then the next one, official visit. Now they come medical reason, that also studies. And then there's airport transit. Maybe I will right? Who call baby, who call Denmark, who call Germany, who call UK, who call USA, who call far Spain, and some of our calls. So it's up to you. You choose the airport transit, and then maybe for any different reason, you choose the other one. Let's move on. So 24 is the additional information on the purpose of stay. Additional information on the purpose of stay. So for a period of stay, why are you going there? Is that okay? You can write that. So there was application like this. Now the woman was visiting the daughter and the husband, right, over there. And so you need to visit my daughter and my grandson or my grandchild or my granddaughter, something like that. For medical purpose, to attend a medical treatment. For education purpose, you need to write that down. Is that okay? That is on the 24. 25 is the member state of main destination, right? So member states of the main destination, here you need to write Spain, because you are going to Spain. That is the member states of the main destination, maybe and other member states of what, if applicable. So what I think this goes for those who are going on transit, right? So you need to state the countries where you are going. But if you are going for only or you are going to only Spain, you need to write Spain there. And then 26, the member states of the first entry. Maybe you'll write first, If you are filling this one for a Spanish embassy or for Spain, so you need to write the Spain both on the 25 and then the 26. Right? So the 25, and if you are going on transit, you need to state those countries there. Right? So your first entry, that's really the 26. Then you need to enter the country, that country. Is that okay? All right. By the way, if you have any question, once again, don't hesitate to comment in the comment section. Number 27 is the number of entries requested. Right? Number of entries requested. So single entry, 2 entries, and multiple entries. Which one are you going for? If you are going to Spain and going to stay in Spain alone without going to any different countries, you are going to choose just a single entry. Right? But you choose single entry pair. Any day over call any other shingy area Spain and or cost Spain, me cost Spain or Spain or sandwich here from Spain to Ghana or from Spain to your country. Is that okay? 2 entries, maybe or call different countries. Is that okay? So you can choose that one. Multiple entries, and then the bottom natural. So it depends on the pocket in your pocket, money inside your pocket. So don't do that mistake, and then also check your bank statement as well before you just do the right thing. Then your visa can be approved. The woman says sometimes it's difficult to get, but if you do the right thing the right way, you get it very easy. Very, very easy and then straightforward. Just do the right thing. That's all. Okay. So intended dates of arrival of the first entered states in the Schengen area. So now the dates not shares right? So departure from the Schengen area after the first intended date. Now they know so I share right? So what was our date? Another date our person would call do you need to get out a date our person would do free so I believe so you have all those ones. So fingerprints collected previously, that's the 28, maybe what they can attempt the purpose of maybe applying for Schengen Visa ever previous days, you know. Is that okay? Schengen Visa, the whole Schengen, I believe it's almost 29 countries in the Schengen area now. Yeah, maybe I can't remember that, but I believe there's around 20 something, 29. So why apply that? If you are applying Denmark that. Say they are more young farmer. What I say they are more. I apply that, tick yes or no. So the first box is no, and then the second one is yes. Right? That's the 28th, you know. So your fingerprint collected previously for the purpose of applying a Schengen Visa. No, Schengen is the whole Schengen area. If yes, now I take a yes. If you no, take a no. And that's all called the reason is that maybe for the biometric, when you check the period that you took your fingerprint, you don't need to do another biometrics again, right? Say be able to do some system machine or so. Unless I check. Now I'm my was I feel I biometrics maybe. The date, if you know, okay, date now, we yes fingerprint collection now the only one, just leave it like that, right? And then one year visa no so no. I don't have one of the visa here. Share visa no so there's a sticker number also. Is that okay? Now the sticker number na then I show. What sticker number na visa no so no there. So yeah, I'm so there. Yes, if no, it's not compulsory. Only my guy, only sir. Na wa sir. 29. The entry permits for the final country of destination where applicable. You can also add in. So you don't need to provide any details, more details on that. You can say, if you know, you can provide that. If you don't know, just leave it as it is. Is that okay? So those, if you check the form, those with the asterisks are the most important thing. You cannot bypass them. Right? You cannot bypass them. So for the question 30 like this says that surname and the first name of the inviting person. Right? Invited person, when I invite to say, okay, you provide a first name and they say, just like the first part of the application. What from the panel, the full name, and they share one of them. Say, no, new maybe I will go for tourists, you know, you book a hotel reservation. Now I show hotel accommodation, no, details, no, number, they share on one side. Is that okay? Now I show those numbers, no. Just write the person's name and then the address. The next boss, the next boss, no actually email address and the email address of the inviting person, right? So the address, you know the address for a reservation. I just add the reservation to that. Right, reservation. The hotel has an address. You provide that address over there, and they will share the next one. The personal telephone number. You add their telephone number into that bus. Right. Okay. So number 31. 31 is saying that the name and address of the inviting company and then the organization, right? Is that okay? So the name and the address of the inviting company. It's a company B, and I invite you. Which company is that? So maybe you provide a company details, right? You provide a company details, and then the surname and the address of the contact person in the company, right? So one depending on invite, maybe if I say we'll call for conference, no, you need to provide a company or the organization name over there, right? You can't fill everything. What we call for visiting, only to me fill the first part. Now I can say the person you invite you. Now I say about 31. Now about fill the organization. Why? You are just going to do one thing. You guys will be inviting me there at the same time. You are going for a company. It doesn't work like that. Is that okay? So the name and address of the invited companies or the organization. It's a company that invites you, or you are going to a conference. You need to provide the details of the company over there, the address, and then the telephone number of the institution, right? And as an organization. Now, the cost 32 says that the cost of traveling and then living during applicant stay is covered by, okay, so see, I discuss them. Until you do no more. Okay, fine. Now, you are not so cost spinner. Scan bottom, if you bottom, and I say frame from, I'm sure the options are available. So the first one is, first button is by the applicant himself or herself. Right? Me and America, me or Mexica, right? Everything is covered by me. A bank statement, no more. And so you take the first bus by the applicant, and then there will not be any assembly. Bank statement, no, but they are dancing. Okay, we share the first boss now. Say, okay, so the means of support and okay, cash and all the call. We could cruise couple, do not their share bag, no their call. Now I take the first one, cash. Maybe travelers check, they our check. Now with their call. So credit cards, so now we take their phone. So prepaid accommodation and also prepaid transport and also others not specified. Is that okay? Whichever means you want to go. So we share the right hand side of the question number 30, let me check. Is that 32? Yeah, 32 now. Then it says that, okay, by sponsor. So the first boss on the air one person, apply for when you can't take the two. Okay, maybe you are supporting and then you also have a sponsor. So the second part of the boss and it says by sponsor. So a wholesale company organization, you have to specify that. Right? So this one I refer to question number 30 and then 30 and 31 because 30 and 31 30 and I say 31 say 30 no like I say the one invite it be on no sponsor. Is that okay? I have no take it. Be 32 no say be call for company the sponsor trip now I take it. In the means of transport means of support cash or memo cash and accommodation provided what take accommodation provided and then all expenses covered during the stay now what take a company for one can now then they are so special and then who here so be born one cabia now what take united that so. Any question? So we are almost done, right? So we are done. So now the remaining is that you have to make a declaration. Once if you're about to swear in the presence of the nation or Kofa Bible, now I so blah blah. So you need to swear that to your application. Is that okay? Now I am aware that the visa fee is not refunded if the visa is refused. What page I was sound constrained? Yeah, papa. So we apply, baby. Now, I can't just say your visa is refused. Take your time and do your application. Don't be in hurry. Well, it's open time. I'm the mommy. I find one family. Okay, that is up to you. But those of you who are eager, we don't want to waste our time and money, and then just to get rejected. Yeah. I quite remember one popular musician, Ghana, gospel musicians. She was applying for a program B in Spain and then they rejected her. So I don't know sure BLS on the Spanish. So I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand. Oh, said so you have been rejected already. Then obey. You can appeal, right? So who should say not say okay, this is the point. Okay, you think say the decision the embassy took or the consular took is unfair. Or should not say you have everything on point that you can appeal. We have a lawyer. Now I check on somewhere then. Actually, now I appeal it. I lawyer and be more letter. I said defense. Now I defend you. Then you said that appeal and your passport and other documents to the embassy again. And so much appeal, no more. Everyone can make a mistake. The embassy made a mistake because of one or two reasons. They were not clear. And so what appeal here? After appealing, no more sure Muna said, baby, okay. Now, I'm afraid to say, okay, come back. We are sorry for this, Spaniard. No more the island, no more the Timamo. But it requires a lawyer. You need a lawyer to back you up, right? You need a lawyer to do that for you. But Osha appeal, no, so no appeal. Well, just why any mistake, a reason to almost stay into one farmer. Now, why, then you do that on the next. Many of them are got rejected. I think these are secular musicians here. I don't want to mention his name. Even on that day, I met him at the BLS when he was submitting the application. He also got rejected. So just take your time. Don't say you are this, you are that, you are that. No, embassy doesn't operate. You are this, your personality and all that. They operate on the evidence and the reason. Right? Just an ordinary person are going. We've seen a lot of people that we assisted them and they personally I don't like doing the short staying application because the appointment itself is a whole lot. So if you want to go on short staying, just make sure you have a long gap and then prepare yourself well before you apply that. Is that okay? So applicable in case of multiple entry visa apply for I'm aware that the need to have an adequate travel medical insurance for my first day and any subsequent visit to the territory of member states. You need a medical insurance. Of course, you need a medical insurance when you apply for this. How do you do that? A quick update on that. So for the medical insurance, this is how you are going to. Any registered insurance is accepted for this application. Is that okay? If you don't have that insurance company you want to, you can comment, right? Because this is not a pay video or for an advert purpose or something. But we have a particular company or insurance company that we have been working with for some time now. We don't have any issue with that. So for those of you who doesn't know much about the insurance here, you have to, assuming you are going on 30 days, right? So 30 days of what? Traveling. So if it's 30 days of traveling, your insurance should be 15 days in addition. So that is the requirement. Is that okay? So maybe it's being assumed that in case something happens or that reason, your insurance is covered. Right? So let's say you are going on 30 days holiday, 30 days on visit, 30 days on conference, 30 days and so on. So if you are doing the insurance, you need to add 15 days in addition. So let's say you are going on 1st July and then return on 31st July. So it means that your insurance should be from 1st July to 15th of August. Are you getting the point? So you add another 15 days in addition. So this is a declaration here in the last box. And so if you see the latter part down here, this box at the last page, that's the page, right? The last page, that's the place and the date. So where are you submitting it? And so the whole Ghana, we know that BLS is in what? In Accra. So you write Accra there, and then your date of the submission, you add the date in that box. And then finally, the last box here, and that is where you are going to sign. You sign that. Finally, you submit your application, and then they review it for you. Do you have any questions? Right? Once again, just make sure that you comment in the comment section below for help. We love you. And then all the best in your application, right? All the best. Take your time and process the thing in that order, and then you'll be granted. Is that okay?